So, do you have this kind of creepy feelings in a relationship whereby you suspect that your girlfriend doesn't love you, but she's only interested in what you can do for her rather than what you are as a person in the relationship? So many men has been locked up in this charm, but in today's video, I'm here to give you sure signs that your woman is just using you in the relationship. Stick and stay. I'll be right back. Hi, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. This is The Moment with Michael. In today's video, I'm here to give you sure signs that your woman is just using you. 1. She has little or no interest in your goal, well-being, or feelings in the relationship. A major sign a woman is using you is that she doesn't care about your personal life in the relationship. Whenever you are with your girlfriend, at times when she doesn't pay attention to you, she makes you feel like you are talking to a wall in the relationship. Look, if she consistently steering conversations back to herself or zoning out when you are sharing something important in the relationship, that is really a huge red flag that you need to take notice about it. Because a partner who really cares will listen actively in the relationship, will always give you her ears to listen to the important thing you are sharing in the relationship. This shows that she has a genuine interest in your personal life in the relationship. But how if she doesn't have feelings for you, if she's not interested, in the conversation you are given? This has to tell you that your woman that you are in a relationship with has fallen out of love with you. She doesn't care about any shit concerning your life. I think you need to notice how she reacts when you are feeling down or stressed. Does she, offer you support or brush off your concern? This is a question I'm throwing out to some men who are locked up in the charm of these women showing up these signs. Get a little bit closer. Another red flag that you need to watch out in the relationship is a lack of support for your ambition in the relationship. If your woman is actually not supporting your ambition in the relationship, it's a huge big red flag you need to take notice of. A caring partner will always cheer you up in the relationship and even help you achieve your goals in the relationship. If she is really a serious girlfriend, she's really a serious woman you want to walk down the aisle with. If she's indifferent or even at times discourage your aspiration, it's a sign she's not thinking about the future. Trust me. The second sign you need to take notice of is that it really sounds funny to me about to even say this, because she contacts you only when she needs something. One of the most glaring signs I think most men are not paying attention to is when a woman, only reach out to you when she needs something in the relationship. You could tell that she's always busy each and every time you want to go out with her. But when she needs something from you, she tries to, reach out to you immediately she's in need. But when you want to take her out, go on a date or have some fun together, she's always giving you excuses upon excuses. This has to be a glaring sign to tell you that the woman you're actually in a relationship with doesn't even love you. You need to pay attention to the pattern of your girlfriend's communication. You could tell that she doesn't even communicate well with you. When you call her, I'm busy. Each and every time you call her, she gives you excuses upon excuses. But when she needs something, she just phone in and tell you that, hello babe, there's this I need, there's that I need. This has to tell you, even in the first act, that your woman is not even interested within you in the relationship. If she primarily contacts you when she needs a favor, money, or emotional support, you need to take notice if she's always too busy to hang out or return your calls. But suddenly she becomes available when she needs help in the relationship, or when she wants you to take her on a ride. This has to tell you that the woman you are in the relationship with, she doesn't even love you. You need to be very careful when she only shows up, she only shows affection or interest when she's asking you something. Some women are really skilled at this. If you're listening to me, get closer. Some women are skilled at turning on the charm when they want a favor, only to become, distant once they get what they want. She doesn't care about what you even do in the relationship. What she cares is what you can do for her in the relationship. You need to take notice of this and be the time to reassess the relationship and even set boundaries for yourself. Do yourself the honor and set boundaries and walk out from the relationship. The third sign that your woman is just using you is that she consistently manipulates you to do things for her in the relationship. All the time I do say that manipulation is a major red flag that someone is just using you. When you're being manipulated in the relationship, it has to tell you that your partner is just using you in the relationship. Yes, if you regularly do favor or task for your girlfriend without a reciprocation, it's a time to take a good closer look in the relationship or at her in the relationship, because a manipulative partner might use guilt trips, emotional blackmail, or even subtitle threats to get what they want in the relationship. You could tell that anything that she wants, she tried to manipulate you and get what she wants in the relationship. You could tell that they use this kind of phrases in the relationship, that if you really love me, you do this for me. When you hear this type of phrases in the relationship, that has to tell you that you are being manipulative in the relationship as well. This kind of classic manipulation tactics are designed to make you feel guilty, because the moment she tries to use this kind of manipulative phrases, it makes you feel guilty in the relationship. So when you see this, you need to set a crucial boundaries and communications in the relationship. You should not. One thing that most men can do is to say no to their woman when they feel uncomfortable with certain requests they make in the relationship, because I think a healthy relationship involves a give and take, but it shouldn't be noted as a one-sided demand in the relationship. You are not responsible for your girlfriend's happiness, and you shouldn't be the inconvenience yourself, be inconvenienced to yourself to solve all her problems. No, because if she genuinely interested in you, I think she'll respect your limits and even contribute equally to you in the relationship. Sign number 4. This sign really sounds really funny to me. She often asks for money or expensive gifts without considering your financial situation in the relationship. When your partner frequently requests for money or lavish presents without regard of your financial well-being, it's a huge red flag, because she doesn't even care about your financial status in the relationship. At the moment she's asking for the lavish, expensive thing in the relationship during that moment, you might notice her dropping limits about designer items she needs, or asking for loans to cover expenses. I think you need not to take a loan for a woman who you've not even married to. Pay attention to how she reacts when you can't even afford something she wants in the relationship. She's always nagging. She gives you that kind of nagging attitude. She gives you that kind of strict face look when you don't you don't purchase what she wants in the relationship. She doesn't even give a fuck about your financial status. This type of woman shouldn't be a woman you should be in a relationship with in the first place. If you're watching me as a man, certain subtitle signs being used in the relationship is that constant request for financial assistance. She is always asking you to assist her financially, expecting expensive gifts from you on every occasion. What some women normally do. During every occasion, she expects you to buy her dress to every occasion she even attends to. getting upset when you can't even afford her demands. If a woman is genuinely interested in you, she'll be considerate of your budget and even appreciate, thoughtful gestures over pricey little things or things you normally buy for her in the relationship. Because each and every time, I do always say that a partner who truly cares will want to build a future together with you, not to even drain your bank account. But how do we even see most relationships nowadays? Most women nowadays in this generation doesn't care about what you do for her. If you can't provide what she needs, she just go to the next person. This has to tell you that this woman is just using you in the relationship. You need to remember that a healthy relationship involves a give and take. If you are always giving and she's always, taking the time to have an honest conversation about the expectation and also financial boundaries in the relationship. So the fifth sign your woman is using you is that she always expects you to do things for her without reciprocating or even showing appreciation. That is really bad. In a healthy relationship, couple take turns to help and even encourage each other. So if you are consistently doing favor for your girlfriend without she reciprocating or showing appreciation, it's a huge red flag which needs to prompt you that your woman has a different mindset in the relationship. And also, you need to pay attention to how often she asks for help, whether she ever offers or returns favors. This has to be a notice to you that if she even assume you drop everything to assist her, regardless of your own plans and commitments in the relationship, you need to take notice of this, because a woman who has a different mindset in using you will never appreciate you whatever you do for her in the relationship. Most men can testify with me that ever since they start doing things for their woman, they've never even appreciate or even return favors the same as they do for them in the relationship. Because I always say that a user will really consider your time or convenience when making demands, but you need to observe her reaction when you do something for her. Does she express genuine appreciation, or does she act entitled? Most women normally pretend that they really appreciate whatever you do for them or whatever you provide them in the relationship, but on the side they have a different notion about you. A woman who is using you might take your effort for granted and not even say a heartful thanks you in the relationship. She always pretends that she really appreciates whatever you do for her in the relationship. A balanced relationship involves a mutual support and a gratitude. If you are always giving and never receiving, you might be in a need to consider walking away. I think that is a good thing to do as a man in the relationship. If you are always giving your woman, whereby she doesn't even return a favor, she doesn't even buy just a gift for you in the relationship, ever since you guys started to be in a relationship for the start, she hasn't even appreciated you, or she hasn't even buy you a gift before. And this is really a huge red flag. If you're the woman in the relationship, I think you need to stop that. The third sign your woman is using you is that she's unwilling to commit or put in effort into the relationship. I think most men, I've seen this kind of sign, but they thought it was just a normal thing. When a woman is using you in a relationship, she will often, show you a clear lack of commitment in the relationship, unless you don't pay attention to your woman gestures and communication in the relationship. You might notice she's always busy when you want to make plans, but suddenly she becomes free at the moment when she needs something from you in the relationship. I classify this behavior as a hot and cold behavior, which is as a result of a huge red flag into the relationship or in the relationship. I think you need to watch out for this kind of signs. She doesn't, invest emotionally or even practically in building a connection with you in the relationship. You could tell that she doesn't invest anything into the relationship. All she needs is what you can provide her in the relationship. She doesn't care about you as a person in the relationship. She only cares about herself. She's just a selfish, woman or a girlfriend you are in the relationship with. She doesn't initiate contact. She doesn't initiate plans for dates or anything in the relationship. Each and every time when you tell her, what are we going to eat? Zero. Where are we going to? Zero. She doesn't even show any kind of effort to keep the relationship on the go or on track. You could tell that she is disinterested in your life or even your problems. If you're always the one putting in the work, I think it's time to reassess yourself and walk out from the relationship in the first place, because I think it's a huge total waste of time being with a woman who doesn't commit, who is not committed to you in the relationship. Look at how it feels. It makes you feel like a one-sided person in the relationship. So for me, I think you need to just walk out from the relationship to not waste much of your time. So the last sign I want to put on board is that you feel as if you are in a one-sided relationship. In a healthy relationship, both partners, feel valued and supported at all times. But if you are consistently, giving without receiving anything in return, it's a clear sign your girlfriend is using you in the relationship. You need to pay attention to how much effort you are putting in compared to hers. You could tell that you put in a lot effort into the relationship to get the relationship back on its feet or still grinding to get to a successful place. But comparing your effort to her, she's doing nothing. All what she's doing is being a selfish girlfriend. She's always interested in what you give her than who you are as a person. She's interested in what she gets from the relationship. At times I just want to feel like you always find yourself as if initiating plans while she's really reach out. She doesn't do anything in the relationship, trust me. Most men, you watching me, you could testify that your woman doesn't do anything in the relationship. It's each and every time you are always the one compromising, but she never bargains. If you often go beyond and she always barely lifts up her finger, she's not the woman you need to trust, or she's not the woman you need to be in a relationship with even in the first place. I think it's time to set back, reassess yourself, and know whether the relationship you are in with the woman is a good one for you. Another red flag is when you are emotionally invested, but she seems indifferent. You are investing into the relationship, but she's not doing the same thing. She's even doing the opposite. You have to get notice about her behavior, that she's not the right person to be in the relationship with in the first place. She's just using you. I have to say it like that. If you feel your relationship is a one-sided, you are most likely to get used. It's not like you are most likely to get used. You are even getting used into the relationship in the first place. If you ever wonder if you are being used into the relationship, I think you've now know the keys. You've now know the signs that you are getting used into the relationship in the first place. So I think you need to do yourself the respect and the honor to reassess yourself, have a conversation. If her behavior is still going the opposite as you want in the relationship, I think you need to do yourself the respect and just walk out from the relationship. I hope this video is really going to help you reassess yourself in the relationship, get to know whether your woman is using you or not. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, share your thoughts, and also like the video as well, and also subscribe to grow the channel together. My name is Mickey. I'm out.